Okay, good day to everyone. I was taking apart this turbo and I thought, why not make a video about it? But I'm already halfway done. This turbo was running without any oil. As you can see, the compressor blades got bented up as the wheel was rattling inside a housing. Same with the turbine, but all blades got tilted down from a drag against the housing. And the shaft looks pretty spot on. Let the focus. I don't think it will focus on it, but yeah, you get it. So now when I'm very close, I'm gonna show you if it ever focuses what happened. As you can see, there are bits of the oil singers, I think they're called, and whole turbine case or core as you like to call it. And this one is water cooled, which is pretty nice. This came from the Audi. I think this is just a cheap copy of it, the original turbo, and it was pretty nice Audi, but the Bright Star thought to place a different oil filter, and that resulted in not having an oil pressure in the engine. And of course, if you don't have an oil pressure, the parts don't get lubricated, the engine completely seized, but it was running like few miles without oil. And of course, the turbine was also without oil, which means it was simply rattling inside. It couldn't do anything, it was completely dry. You can see water on the parts because it was on a rain for a few days. I was busy and I couldn't collect it. But yeah, now I'm ready to take it apart and see what happened. I'll see with those numbers can I find the replacement parts and probably put it back together to work. So let's dig deeper. Okay, I removed the ring that holds the bearings in place, and now you can see these metal parts that broke off. There is more. This was scratching against the shaft, but it did not create any visible scratching. Yes. Oh. Oh well, it's shut up. And as you can see, this bearing now spins. This retainer, this first retainer, kept it so it does not spin. If this spins even like this, the oil can't get into it. So this now can spin. In normal turbochargers, as you saw, you have like a copper or bronze bushing that rotates freely around the shaft and inside a housing. Those are for like really high speeds and high loads. Those turbos will last, but I mean last a very long time. This is uh, this is just made because the turbo's wheels are small and light, so there was not really a need to have the double rotating bushing, but just one solid. And let's see if I can pull it out. Hold on, I can't do this with my hand. Dun, da, 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 da. Oh. Da, da, da. And there is your bushing. What keeps the shaft in place. See? Double bushing turned on the lathe. pretty cheap, pretty simple, and still pretty efficient. As you can see, if you can see, there is a bunch of water droplets inside mixed with oil, even though oil can't mix. So I'm kind of turning out to be stupid over here. So I think that's all. I mean, there's not much to this turbo. Pretty cheap design and still pretty efficient. And if you keep the oil and engine coolant right, it will actually last a pretty long time, even though it's cheaply built. I mean, if you carry for any turbo that is cheap, it will last. Even the expensive turbos. It's all about how you keep it running. If you run it too hot, the oil will burn on the shaft and it will cause unbalance and even can cause an oil clogging. So, keep your turbos lubricated, keep them cooled, never overspool them, and you will be alright for probably as engine. The engine lasts a pretty long time, and if you carry for it, his turbo will last the same. So yeah, see you guys next time.